Okay guys, so the brand new jailbreak update is now here, and I'm going to show you guys everything you didn't notice in the new update. So let's not waste any more time and let's get into this. So first up here we have something to do with this new tunnel here. So usually if you went into a tunnel it would teleport you out to a specific location, but this tunnel does not do that. In fact, this tunnel's only purpose here is to hide the train going into the void. But the thing is, if I go over to the other train station and I touch the tunnel, you will see that I'll actually be teleported away. So yeah, if I quickly run here, I should be teleported straight to the station, and yeah, there we go. I'm not really sure why there isn't a teleporter here at Crater City, because you will have to get people out of the passenger train, but you know, it's whatever, you'll just have to get out on your own, I guess. Next here, we actually have a faster McLaren. So as you guys might know already, the McLaren has a pretty good reputation of being the worst vehicle in the game. But now it's actually one of the best, so let me just show you. So if I start over here and I just start driving, you will see that it actually starts going really fast. Just look at that. The Megalodon, one of the slowest cars in the game, well it used to be, is now hitting 200 miles per hour. And I believe the top speed before this buff was like 160 miles per hour, so this is a pretty good buff. I think all the McLaren needs now is a model revamp, and it'll be one of the best cars in the game. Obviously that probably won't happen since it's retired, but it would still be cool to see this get a new model in the future. But next up, we actually have some revamped UI. And you know the UI on the bottom of your screen that tells you how much cash you gained when you do something? Well, that has actually been redone and it looks much better now. So if I come over here and arrest my alt account, you guys can actually see, instead of showing the total cash you gained, it actually separates it and shows you how you gained the extra cash. It showed me the cash from the arrest, and it also showed me the extra cash from owning VIP. It's definitely a really helpful change, but I still think they should probably add back a way to see the total cash you gained. To be honest, that would be a pretty good update for the settings menu, because we haven't had a change there ever since January, so I mean it would be pretty cool to see a new option in there. SEMO has actually changed the material and the lighting inside of the train tunnels. I believe the lights in here used to be like pink or blue or something, which is a pretty weird color for a train tunnel. But now it looks much better, and I believe the material used to be concrete. But I gotta admit, this train tunnel is much better than the old one. The only thing I don't like about it is these rings here are a little bit too dark. Maybe they can make it a little bit of a brighter tone of gray, but other than that, I love it. Next up here we have the brand new train cart. This is a change that not necessarily everyone didn't notice, but there are a lot of people that still haven't noticed this yet. Basically, there's a new cart on the train that is just empty, and right here is how it looks like. It's just an empty cart, nothing is on it, you can stand on it if you want, it's just an empty cart. I'm not really sure how people didn't notice this at all, but I mean it's a really cool change either way. The best part of this new cart is if you actually put a car on it and you sit inside of it, you'll actually be able to ride on the train. I can drive around, turn around, activate my sirens, do whatever I want. As long as you don't hop out of the car, you will be fine. And also, while we're going through this tunnel, another change that people haven't noticed is this is the only tunnel that doesn't have lights in them. I think there aren't lights or details in here just because SEMO didn't want to make the game any more laggy, but I mean it's still, you know, a bit weird having just an empty tunnel. Next up here, the ramps in the lakes are now much shinier and are actually darker than they used to be. If you don't know how they used to look, they were actually a dark cyan color, but now it's like a stormy color. It kind of looks like the gray body color on vehicles. If I bring this over here, you guys can see there's actually not much of a difference between the two colors. Now this next thing wasn't really a part of the original update, and it was actually a part of the mini update after it. But if you equip the new Tesla spoiler, you will see that the lightning effect actually goes through the spoiler on some vehicles. Yeah, here on the agent, as you guys can see, the lightning is going straight through the spoiler. It's kind of weird. I don't know why the lightning is going through the spoiler, but I mean, it's going through somehow. But I really hope they fix that, because right now it just looks very, very ugly on some vehicles, and I just don't really like it. Next up here, before the update, the train used to stop at the train station here for much, much longer. I think it was around maybe 2 minutes or so it stopped here, but now it's around a minute. And this is the same for the passenger train too. It just stops here for a little bit and continues going. I'm pretty sure it's because it has a longer track now, but I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure they did that because the train does go around much, much longer now. And I guess they were just trying to reduce the amount of time it was on the map by reducing the amount of time it was at the train station. Oh yeah, another thing with the train here, Chris is actually driving it. As you guys can see, that is his avatar. He has the headphones and he also has the bacon hair. But yeah, cool little Easter egg in the train. Next up here we have something about the season system. This season is much, much easier to level up in. And as you guys can see by the top of the screen, the season only started a couple of days ago now, and I'm already level 6. Which means I am only 4 levels away from level 10, so that's pretty crazy. The season is kind of like season 6, because in season 6 you were leveling up really, really quickly, and that's kind of the same with this season. Obviously the contracts aren't as easy as season 6, but still it's pretty easy. In fact, I think we're actually leveling up faster in this season than we were in season 6. This is probably going to be the fastest season ever. Which means I definitely recommend grinding on alt accounts once you have your main account done, because since it's going to be so easy, you'll probably get both accounts done extremely quickly. And that'll make it so that you can get a lot of good value once the vehicles go limited and once they've been limited for a while, because once they've been limited for a while, the value will go up over time, and yeah. I'm kind of expecting the vehicles in this season to end up like the vehicles in season 6, so yeah. Next up here, we actually have some new details in the desert near Crater City. So now, if you look around in the desert, you will actually find some tumbleweeds. They're fully animated, and honestly, they look really, really cool. And actually, here's one right here. It just goes across the desert randomly in random areas. I'm not really sure if it's random actually. It looks like it's just constantly doing it in certain areas. But you know, it's a cool detail to add some more details to the desert and make it look much, much better than before. Yeah, that's pretty much everything you didn't notice in the new update. There weren't many small changes in this update, so I did kind of struggle finding things to put in this. I was kind of just running around the whole video trying to find things to include, but yeah. If I missed anything, make sure to tell me down below in the comments, but yeah. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.